Welcome to CGP Pack 2 Practice Paper 5. In this video I will look at questions 1 to 10. Here we go. The graph below shows how all the pupils in Class 6H travel to school. How many pupils in Class 6H do not walk to school? Count the other blocks. 6, 3. 6 plus 3 is 9. Question 2. Erica buys 2 cereal bars that cost 75p each. Work that out straight away. If you don't know, that's okay. Write it down. Do it. 75 times 2 equals 150. 3 cups of tea that cost 60p each. 60 times 3, 180. How much change does she get from £5? Next step, add the two numbers together. 150 plus 180 equals 330. We want the change from £5. We do 500 minus 330. If you want to do it in your head, a good way to do that is break it down. 500 minus 300 is 200. Then you minus 30. Is 170. So the answer is £1.70. D is the answer. If we look at multiple choice, we got £3.30. I think some of these numbers can we get rid of? Maybe £4.10. That was too big. The others look pretty close, so we still have to work out anyway. D is the answer. What type of shape is shown below? In order to work out what any shape is, you must count the sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. A 6-sided shape is called a hexagon. Just to help you guys if you're not feeling certain, octagon, that's an 8-sided shape. Parallelogram, that will look like this. Think of a rectangle but a bit tilted. That angle is the same as that one. This angle is the same as that. Pentagon, that is a 5-sided shape. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. C is the answer. Question 4. The population of a large city is that. What is this in words? To tell a number, you must put commas going from the right side. Put a comma here and a comma here. So 1,000, so it starts off with 1 million. So it's got to be this bit, 1 million, 1 million. So cross off the others. If you're not feeling sure, it's got to be A or D, and then you move on. Look at the next bit. There's no 100,000. There's 62,000. 62,000. Looking good here. It's not 620,000. You see the last bit. Doesn't help. 91. 91, 91. They're forcing you to spot the difference between A and D. Look at that bit, 62,000. If I just write that bit fully, it's 62000. A is the answer. Wendy knits scarves. Each ball of wool makes 3 scarves. How many balls of wool does she use to make 10 scarves? So maths is about going from one number to another. Draw an arrow going down. How you go from 3 to 10 times by what? Well, you need to do the opposite, which is division. So do 10 divide 3. It will not fit inside, that's okay. Go up the 3 times table. 3, 6, 9, 12. Dun, dun, dun. So 3, but then remain the what? We have 9, so 10 minus 9 equals 1. 3 and a third. D is the answer. Multiple choice? Which ones can we get rid of? 27 looks wrong because it's not 3 times 9 anywhere. B, that's if you weren't looking at this bit carefully. 3 times 10 is 30, but that's not what we're doing here. You need to do 10 divide 3. And then the others, they're pretty close. How many lines of symmetry does this shape have? If I spin this round a bit, it kind of looks like this. I think that's going to help a lot. Let's draw the lines of symmetry. There's one down the middle because the left looks exactly the same as the right. But there's no way you can draw a line going across because the bottom is not the same as the top. You don't go diagonal. You can't fold this bit on top of that bit to be exactly the same. And you can't fold it that way as well. So the answer is 1. Ben takes apart this shape built from 1 centimeter cubes. Whenever I see this, you need to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Which of the shapes below can he not make? Let's count. He cannot make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Can't make C. D. 2, 4. Dun 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 dun. 8 here as well, and then here 2, 4, 6, 8. So C is the answer. What a strange question, just some counting question. C is the correct answer because you cannot make it. What is 2/5 of 35? 2/5, write it as a fraction. Every time we see that, you take the number and then you divide by the bottom number. 35 divided 5 equals 7. Then you take that number and you see the top number, you need to times by 2. So we have it. 7 times 2 equals 14. Question 9. The table below shows the musical instruments played by pupils in Year 6. What is the instrument that has the largest number of pupils play? You just pick the biggest number, I believe. And they've got all the instruments. Dun, dun, 27 is the answer. So clarinet. I'm going to make that question harder. They could have asked you for the range. Now, what does range mean? Highest minus lowest. That would have been a much better question. Whenever there's a chance to make the question harder, I will. So then it tests the student. Let's work out the range. Do it yourself. I'll give you 5 seconds and then I will have a go. The highest is 27. The lowest is 11. So the range is 16. So really, what are we saying? All the results lie within 16 of each other. And then the mean, that would have been the hardest, which means you add up all the numbers and then you divide by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 types of instruments. But these are just groups of instruments, so working out the mean is not necessary. No, it isn't. That's not useful. If we look at the top question, I'm going to make that harder right now because I felt that was a bit too easy. I want to challenge people watching this video. So here, can you guys do this? What is 8/9 of 144? Pause the video now. You have 5 seconds, or you can just pause it. Have a go first, then unpause. 5 seconds. Let's do short division. 144 into 9. First step, how many 9s go into 1? 0, remainder 1. How many 9s go into 14? 1, remainder 5. How many 9s go into 54? 6. Now you do 16 times 8. Do that on the side. Just do it normally, column multiplying on your side. 6 times 8 equals 48. 1 times 8 is 8. Add 4, which is 12, so 128. My question is much harder than the question shown above, just like this one. If I can challenge the student, I will. Pete, Mike and Sarah went to the seaside together. Pete took 3 times as many photos as Sarah. So imagine if Sarah took 1 photo, then Pete took 3. That's one nice way to think of it. Next bit, Sarah took half as many as Mike. So imagine if Mike took 2, then Sarah took 1. So all of that is just talk. It doesn't really matter until we get an actual number. We can put it in, then we can work it out properly here. If Mike took 50 photos, how many did Peter take? Put that in here, 50. let's read this. Sarah took half as many as Mike. So if Mike took 50, Sarah half as many, which means less. So you need to do 50 divide 2 equals 25. That is for Sarah. Then use that number and read the previous line. Put 50 back in here. 25, I mean. Pete took 3 times as many as Sarah. Well, we know Sarah is 25. So 3 times as many is 3 times. Do it. 25 times 3, normal calculation. 5 times 3 equals 15. 2 times 3 equals 6 plus 1 is 7. 75 is the answer. Thank you for watching all the way up until the end. You want to keep learning? Then the next video will show up on your screen right now. Questions 11 to 19 over here. The time is Monday the 24th of March 2025 at 1:04 AM. So it's just gone past midnight, 1 hour later. I'm saying the time to myself because I might look back on this video and realize this is the time I made it. Keep watching, keep learning. Questions 11 to 19 appear on the screen right now.